Hello and welcome to Glasgow Rangers Nation with me, your host, Owen. Guys, yes, back with another video. Reason for that video, guys, a statement has just been issued by the SPFL as regards ticketing for the Old Firm game on the 30th of December. Now, as we all know, at the start of the season for the first Old Firm game at Ibrox, Rangers did offer some around, I think, 700 tickets to Celtic, which they turned down, stating safety concerns as the reason to turn down said allocation, when we all know it was probably more down to the fact that they didn't get their own way, which is the fact they want the whole of an end to themselves. They're not even content, I don't think, with the European allocation of about 2,500, which probably is the way forward. They want the whole of an end, but we know that is not possible. We know that is unpracticable because of the fact it would involve moving Rangers season ticket holders. It would involve upsetting Rangers fans, which at the end of the day, Ibrox is primarily for Rangers. But as we know, Celtic are very much used to trying to get their own way. They are very much toddler-like in their behaviour, that if they don't get what they want, they have a little strop. Now, a statement released today by the SPFL is as follows, and this was on the club website, just literally come out. It says, despite winning a case to put to an SPFL board subcommittee, Rangers FC, with extreme disappointment, will not have any supporters present at Parkhead for the Old Firm match on December the 30th. Now, the subcommittee agreed with Rangers that Celtic FC's stance on providing 0 tickets to Rangers fans was unreasonable. So that is very much key there, that the SPFL wholly agreed with Rangers that the stance that Celtic had taken was unreasonable, unfair and unjust. However, typical SPFL, despite the fact that Rangers won this case and the SPFL found in favour of Rangers, they are refusing to do anything about it and are not enforcing this decision, which seems utterly ridiculous. If that is the case, then what the hell was the point of this subcommittee sitting? What was the point of this subcommittee coming to an agreement? And what was this point of this judgment if nothing is going to happen to Celtic? And yet again, another case of this club from across the city thinking they are bigger than the Scottish game, which is an utter disgrace. Now, according to the findings, and it's on the club website, like I said, even though the subcommittee agreed with Rangers, the subcommittee was unwilling to determine what a reasonable number of tickets for this fixture was, which sort of begs the purpose of what is the point of this committee if that is the case. Now, apparently, the reason why they could not find what a reasonable number of tickets was because the other party, in this case, Celtic FC, had not submitted enough evidence on this issue, despite having ample opportunity to do so in the weeks and months leading up to the hearing. Now, we know that Rangers' position has always been clear, that we want fans from all teams inside our stadium, and we've always hoped that will be reciprocated by other teams when we visit them, understanding, of course, that ticket numbers could be limited. The decision obviously calls into question the effectiveness of this SPFL committee and the effectiveness of the SPFL as a whole. Really stating that, like I said, if they cannot enforce this decision as the governing body of a league, then what is the point of them? They are there to run a league competition, and if they cannot enforce and make clubs do what the rules state, it is really showing that one club is not governed by the rules, which is utterly pathetic. Rangers said that this is grossly unfair. In this case, Celtic fails to submit sufficient evidence as part of such proceedings. It effectively ties the hands of a subcommittee in being able to determine what a reasonable number of tickets should be, especially when the subcommittee agrees that the reasonable number cannot be 0. That is the key finding there. The reasonable number cannot be 0. In addition, Rangers stated that we have always fully complied with the ticketing regulations of the SPFL in terms of offering tickets to away fans. And like I said, even in the case of Celtic, offered them some 700 tickets for the first Old Firm game, something they have not reciprocated back in this case. Now, I know that Celtic are blaming us for this, but it shows that they are wrong, wholly wrong, and the blame lies solely with them. Rangers are considering their position before participating in any further SPFL-led hearings, effectively opting out of any SPFL hearings because of the fact they are so ineffectual. Rangers, alongside several other SPFL clubs, also look forward to the overdue findings of the ongoing SPFL governance review. And we will be making apparently no further comment at this time. But once again, it seems that the SPFL have shown that they are unfit for purpose. They are unfit unfit for the job. They cannot do their job if they cannot enforce. They cannot enforce this. Then what is the point of them? It is utterly ridiculous. Old Firm games are better when there is both sets of fans in the stadium. Now, it is unrealistic, wholly unrealistic, to give away the whole of one end to a team. That is ridiculous. A European allocation of around 2,000, 2,500 may be more realistic, which we obviously do for all Europa League and Champions League games. But like I said, Celtic seem to be unwilling to accept this as well, because they are always used to trying to get their own way. Their behaviour is utterly toddler-like. Well, guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Personally, I'm utterly appalled, but then again, not surprised at that lot from across the city. Please smash the like, and remember always, we are the people.